Hey guys, I thought I would share with you today a day of food. It's been a while since I've shared that. If you're new here, we're a family of 7. Our 5 children are between the ages of 8 and 16 right now. So this is what we eat in a day. So I just came back from a walk with my husband. This is something we've been enjoying a few mornings a week. And breakfast is actually put away. Apparently I'm the last one to eat this morning because we went a little later than normal. But this morning we're just having oatmeal, and I do it in like a slow cooker. I use my Instant Pot on the slow cook overnight. So it's warm, it's ready to eat in the morning. And I literally just put oats and water in. My kids, in the summertime, I've tried to change it to like overnight oats or something cold, and they would just prefer to have the hot through the summer. So today's a cooler day, it doesn't matter as much, but they also just like it plain because they each want to make their own. Like when they were younger, I would do apples and cinnamon or like raisins, but they want to all do their own now. So I just do the oats in the water and it cooks overnight. It's ready to eat in the morning. Some like to put like raisins and nuts in it. I have one child who really likes mashed banana and coconut milk. I like to do cocoa powder, honey, and peanut butter. So I'm gonna go do mine in a minute and I'll share that with you. But yeah, breakfast, we have this once a week throughout the whole year. It really doesn't change much because my kids like it. And it's quick and easy and simple for me and customizable for every child. Here's what mine looks like. It's a little bit watery today, the oatmeal. I found that different brand of oats cook different times and or with different amounts of water, and this one I need to remember to put a little bit less water in. That is gonna be breakfast. For lunch today, we're gonna go ahead and have chickpeas. I've shared this before. I call them roasted chickpeas, but it's more like fried chickpeas, I guess, because I cook them in some oil. But these have been soaking overnight, so I'm gonna drain them and go ahead and get them in my Instant Pot and pressure cook them so that at lunchtime they're ready. And then a little bit later, we'll make some rice to go with it as well. I always like to make more than we need, and I end up freezing some just because then every so often I have chickpeas ready if I forget to soak them overnight. So while that is starting, I have it on a delay start because it's still a little early. I'm gonna head outside and grab green beans for dinner. Typically, I don't like to pick green beans when it's wet outside because it can, I don't know if it's true or old wives' tale, I don't know, but I don't do it because it can damage the leaves and cause like a rust thing on it. But we need them for dinner tonight. So I'm gonna go get them now and just pick them very carefully and get those in the house so they're here ready for dinner tonight. I love how these just hang from the arch. The beans are ready to pick. They're so pretty. It is definitely feeling like fall today. Fall is on its way, so let's get these beans picked quickly. Look how long this one is. It's humongous. I'm gonna check my bush beans real quick. I see a few big ones, but this should be good. I found a zucchini that was ready as well, so probably do something with this for snack. And I'm gonna grab a few peas because they're not getting eaten. We need to eat them. And if they're inside on the counter, the kids and I will snack on them. Whereas coming out in the rain, kids aren't really feeling it these days, so pick a bunch of these too. So I'm just going to go ahead and shred some carrots to put on my salad for lunch, but I'm also going to use these in the meatloaf we're having for dinner, and so I'm just going to shred it all at one time while I have the shredder out. Here's a look at what the chickpeas look like when they're done. They're just cooked in some olive oil and we add seasonings, and then at the very end I like to add some fresh garlic to it right when I take it off the heat, so it warms up a little bit, but it's not like crispy, it's not fully cooked. We didn't have a whole lot of veggies. This is what my salad looked like. We did have some feta, which we don't usually have, but we're out of avocados and peppers right now. We need to go shopping.
So we just kind of had to make do. One of my children asked me to cut some carrots for them. You see me point there. So I cut some carrots, and it's kind of the theme of our family. Like, I make a meal, but everyone gets to customize it the way that they want. So the kids preferred over what is a rice and quinoa mixture, whereas I usually have it in a wrap or sometimes over a salad like I did today because there was lettuce to use up. I did some bread baking, and since the oven was already warm, I decided to pull out this recipe and to make some zucchini chocolate chip cookies. I have had this recipe, it must be close to 15 years that I've been making it, and it is just one that we all enjoy. It makes delicious cookies. So I went ahead and shredded the zucchini that I found in the garden earlier.
Here's how the cookies turned out. So these will be our snack for this afternoon. They are very soft and well, they're just delicious. But they're, if you've ever had like, what are they called? Hermit cookies. They're like a pumpkin cookie. It's very similar to that in that it's almost cakey. That zucchini just makes it really delicious. So that is our snack that we have mid-afternoon. All right, it's time to get dinner started. Tonight we're having meatloaf with the green beans and some yams. I don't really follow a recipe for my meatloaf, but I do tend to put pureed carrots in. However, I forgot to take some out of the freezer because I like make big batches and freeze them. So you saw me already shred a carrot. I'm just gonna try putting that in, and there was a little bit of zucchini left, so I'm gonna toss that in the meatloaf as well. It has like onion and some seasonings. And then I've got sweet potato yam. I've got 2 of them I need to cut up, and I'm gonna try just cooking those with the beans. And that will be dinner for tonight. So I should have stirred the beans. I've never cooked them like this before. Now I know for next time that they need to be stirred a bit. Some of them are a little bit dark there, but that's okay. I just sprinkled a little bit of garlic powder on them too. The meatloaf is just about done, and we will serve up dinner. So here's a look at our dinner for tonight. There you go. That's kind of a typical day of meals for us, and that is pretty typical in that we do like a different breakfast each morning, but we repeat every week. So like we have waffles once a week, oatmeal once a week, things like that. Yes, there's kids cleaning up dinner and one playing guitar behind me. We have kids, they're always around. But in terms of food, if I'm having meat for dinner, that's what I have planned. I often do something with like chickpeas or tuna or like other fish, sardines, or eggs for lunch. If we're having meat for lunch, I typically do like a vegetarian or a fish dinner, something like that. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. I will probably eat another cookie for sure. And the older kids, they can have snacks when they want. So they may have a snack, but the younger kids, that's what they ate and that's what they're getting for the day, and they'll be heading to bed soon. So I hope this finds you having a great day. Take care.